Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails in the Sky the Third. I think we're ready. Are we ready? We're not ready just yet. Okay, that's better. Last time, I did a lot of doors last time. I remember that much. We got to do Olivier's Star Door, and find out, for the first time, just what kind of man the Blood and Iron Chancellor truly is. We've heard tell of him throughout the first two games, but this was our first look into what kind of planning he's had in the works this whole time, and just how much of a chess master he really is. He makes Olivier look rather quaint with his, oh yeah, I'm an Erebonian prince the entire time. Ha, fooled ya. So yeah, you know, we're dealing with some shit, that's for sure. Anyway, I want to reduce my backtracking as much as possible, so I'm going to be starting Chapter 6 proper, and the next dungeon.
Great.
But we're going to need certain party members.
Let's go!
So, let's bring some certain party members with us. Chloe, Annalise, it is time to party. So, warp to the very end of the 5th plane here. Because that'll give us a handy shortcut to the start of the 6th. Time to hop to it. Kevin? Stop hiding shit, buddy. Marius is like, Kevin, come on, stop. Stop being like this. Just, you know, admit to what's going on around here. But no, that'd be too easy. But here we are. Rommel Pond in the Urbe Scenic route. Probably more dangerous than scenic, that's for sure. Alright. We immediately get a stone monument to check out, so you can see they're starting to sell some decent gear here. Not as good as our stuff, but hey, there's decent things here. Including the Amalgam Guard, which apparently is better than what I have on Chloe right now. How's that? What the fuck happened? Okay, let's fix this. I was like, yeah, I had proper equipment on Chloe last time I played this. Whatever. I guess this shit just happens where I don't have my equipment. Anyway. Why don't I just go with, you know, 2 of these? Just really min-max. Live your best life, I swear. Anything that ups my arts? No, not really. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with that. I mean, strength is nice, but it's not. Does that mean I have to check her orbment too? Or no, her orbment is at the very least set to something decent. Alright. Well. Okay. Now that we got that little distraction out of the way, didn't realize Chloe wasn't equipped properly. We'll move on. Just gotta remember to pick up the actual chests that are lying around here. There's nothing written on the Noble Monument. So we take the north path, and it actually just loops us to the other side of the scenic route. Rather than walking through Gransel proper, you're just on the scenic route, period. So yeah, I'm just gonna go pick up the treasures before doing anything else. There's a sapphire gem here, which is mine 5. Pretty good on someone who doesn't already have it. Here's the way to the villa proper, but as we can see, it's sealed off. And the little plaque is changed in color, but it still says the same thing. And then there's an attack gem, because that'll be really good on someone who doesn't have an attack gem. Alright. That's enough fooling around. That's all the treasure chests in the area, so now we can go ahead and progress with the actual chapter here. We can see this monument's glowing, so it's our first destination. The face of the monument is glowing, and words are visible upon its surface. The Lord of Phantasma does decree. Here lies the monochrome schoolhouse. Place your hand on this monument, the white wings among your number. So our friends left us a message, huh? I'm sure the white wings mentioned here must be referring to... I can only assume it must be a reference to my descendant. You're here, Celeste. Sorry. There's no need to be alarmed. This is only a shadow of myself that I created to talk to you here. Technically, I'm still in the garden. But now that I finally have some of my strength back, I've gained a few new tricks like this one up my sleeve, so to speak. Well, that's cool. Anyway, am I right in guessing we'll need to use this monument to proceed? You are indeed. It appears to be a kind of gate connecting this area and another realm created by the Lord of Phantasma. However, in order to activate it, you will need to have a certain member of your team with you. No doubt they work a similar way to the doors scattered throughout Phantasma. Makes sense. So in this case, the gate will only open if I'm on the front lines. I'd say so, yes. The other monuments in this area will likely also serve as gates to other areas, requiring different team members. But as it stands, none of the others are active. I presume you'll need to travel through this gate and finish the area beyond it first. Understood. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Should you require my aid, I will be in the garden. I'm ready to proceed when everyone else is. Just say the word as soon as you're ready to move on, alright? Will do. I want to double check our equipment before we get a move on, though. Everyone cool with that? I also want to make a save before I go ahead and do that. But we're good. Let's go. Touch the monument. Touch the monument. What the? The Royal Academy? But everything's been drained of color. Welcome to the Monochrome Schoolhouse. It's Genus Royal Academy's map. And there are 2 different kinds of monsters rolling about. These black knights, and then those red ones. Alright, let's take a look around. There's 5 buildings: the main building, girls' dorm, boys' dorm, auditorium, and the clubhouse. Alright then, let's take a peek around, figure out what the hell we have to do in here. Also make sure we get all the treasures here, because they give a whole lot of Mira. Oh, there's another star door here as well. Mira comes and Mira goes. Sometimes it may be lost, but at times that loss can be regained many-fold. Offer 50,000 Mira to me. Only then shall the door open. I've got 50,000 Mira now, but I'm gonna hold off on exploring the store. Just for a minute. I'll check it out later. You can be assured of that. It's just, for the time being, I don't want to deal with it. Anyway, as it turns out, I need to take the cloak quartz off. We want to beat up the Black Knights. And the reason we want to beat up the Black Knights is because they control the colors in this place. Brutal, right? So yeah, if you see any Black Knights wandering around, you just beat them up. If you don't see any Black Knights, then leave them the fuck alone. But yeah, by beating all the Black Knights in the area, you restore color to it. And that's the trick to this place. You have to do that for all the areas you go to. So just keep your eyes out. Luckily, the covert quartz is your best friend in this area. I can't hit both of them at the same time, so don't bother trying.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
They don't even give me much sup either. That's kind of a waste. And nice thing about that star door is you can easily find just 50,000 Mira just wandering around this place. So, you know, that's cool. Ooh, fondue. Alright, that's 2 buildings out of the way. Just make sure not to hit the red ones even though it is nice and sunny out. Nice thing is these guys don't even move, so you can always get the preemptive on them. Anything to save you a bit of time, right?
Let's end this.
I am invincible! Or am I?
Yeah. I am invincible. There's some Gargan armor in the schoolhouse. That's nice. So that'll be going on Chloe right away here. It's a nice improvement over what I've currently got.
No way! Nicely done.
Well, that was quick. Just want to make sure I don't miss any treasures in the other areas here. And for some reason, I don't know, it's leading me to believe that there's supposed to be a treasure over there, but it's not, because it's over here. It's like, that doesn't look right. Doesn't look right. Lo and behold, it's not. It's not in the slightest. Wish I had more interesting things to say, but I don't. I am fighting a cold though, which sucks.
Well, that takes care of that.
I'm also blah blah. Sorry, what? I think what I meant to say is, I also ate a lot, so who knows how my stomach is gonna feel in a few minutes. And we'll find out. We've lived this long. What's a few more minutes of discomfort?
I've worked up an appetite.
That was actually a pretty neat spell. I'm glad I got to show that off. Alright, let's head up the stairs and classroom here. Avoid that guy. And hit this guy in the butt. Here we go. Alright, why do I keep trying to use crafts with Annalise? She just doesn't have good ones. Ooh, a Zerum capsule. That's actually pretty decent. Alright. That's 4 down. Just have the auditorium and the old schoolhouse left to clean up. Oh, man.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
I guess there's been some exciting news, if you're an NFL fan. Jay Gruden got the axe. Only took 5 weeks into this season, but it finally got done. So I think that's going to be pretty good news for any Redskins fans out there, which I doubt there are many. No one wants to be a Redskins fan. And despite, you know, getting rid of a lame duck coach, there's no reason to suspect they won't be as dysfunctional as they've always been. All of their good players are flying the coop, so it's hard to look at the Skins and be excited for them. But hey, at least you got rid of Jay Gruden. Actually, this is actually pretty good. It's just a little... Same amount of agility, just a bit less arts and more strength. I think, you know, having the actual arts boost is better. But it's 40 versus 35. I've also got this. This is actually just better. Yeah, no. That's dumb. It's like, I got the wrong sword on. Ugh. Do I, like, have the wrong weapons on here, too? No. Whatever. We also need to take care of the Black Knights in the main area here, so let's do our part and take care of those guys. Just let me put my cloak cords back on soon, please. I don't want to waste my time fighting all these random encounters. Alright, the Mewtwo is the last orbment in the area. Oh god. Ugh. I can't even see shit. This is why I hate Genus Royal Academy so much. Luckily there's a stone monument in the middle here. And considering the situation I'm currently in, I think it's best to save just in case I screw this up. Which, hey, I mean, there's no doubts I'm capable of screwing anything up. It's one of my best qualities, as they say. Sorry, best? I mean worst. Yeah.
All yours.
Well, that takes care of that.
Alright, where are the rest of these Black Knights hiding? That's the real question. Will we get answers for that question? Who knows? There's one here, so let's get him right in the butt.
All right, what's next?
Alright. That's all the places returned to their proper colors. All that's left is to traverse the old schoolhouse. And since that'll be an event battle, I can put the cloak quartz on to avoid fights whatsoever. 'Cause screw getting into random encounters, right? Yeah, screw random encounters. Those are the worst. I almost thought you guys weren't gonna show up. No, it's these assholes. Never mind. Huh? What? You guys look like you've just seen a ghost or something. That's surprised to see us here, huh? Who are you guys? I never even seen you before. They're members of the Ravens, a group that usually gathers in the harbor area in Ruan City. But what are the three of you doing here? Huh. Damned if we know. All of a sudden we just... were. Wait, are you implying... We're not real by the looks of it. We're just imitations of our real selves created by someone or something to do battle with you. That's all we're here for. So you're copies of real people created here like Celeste, then? Although unlike her, it was the Lord of Phantasma that created you. Maybe. If that's the case, you're not gonna let us go without a fight, huh? Can't say I got anything against you guys, but fighting is what we're here for, so yep. And if we can't go against it, we might as well enjoy it. Down to show off just how much stronger we've gotten since that red-headed bastard started working us to the bone. It must be a real slave driver to fire you up this much. If we have no choice, then let's fight with all we have. Can't help but wonder how we of all folks ended up being created here to fight you. I guess this is just fate or something. Don't even think about holding back. Come at us with all you got. We won't. Time for a serious brawl. Serious. Yes. Well, let's try kill him fast. I make no promises if I'll actually be able to do so. They can actually do damage to us. It's almost like they're just on the cusp of competency. Well, looks like he's charging up, so let's take him out of the picture entirely. But yeah, these guys are a cakewalk, so don't feel too bad about kicking their butts.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Pitiful is right. You got a couple purging bombs for that. But yeah, this is just an easy fight. Aw, crud. Oof, you got us good. Looks like we're gonna have to get a hell of a lot stronger if we want to rank up to being senior bracers. Hey, there's no need to be hard on yourselves. You put up a damn good fight. I agree. You did very well. Either way, it looks like our role in this world is over now. We got no way of telling if our real selves are even going to be aware of what's happened here. But, well, if you run into us in the real world again, say hi, okay? Don't get cocky because you won, though. The guy waiting up ahead is nastier than we could dream of. You're not going to stand a chance if you don't give it everything you got. They just vanished. They left us some pretty useful advice, at least. They seem like likable people. Anyone else feel like the purple-haired guy's parting words were on the ominous side? We're heading towards the old schoolhouse, right? That's right. It's a stone building that was used by the Academy until a few decades ago. It's no longer in use these days. I'm not sure who Rocco was referring to, but it sounds like we should make sure we're ready before going inside. No, that's not ominous at all. But I mean, we're as ready as we're ever gonna be for something like this, right? What could they possibly do to stop us? So, before we head into the building proper, there's that treasure chest over there. So make sure we grab that first. It's a Zerum capsule. It's almost like they're expecting me to get into like a boss fight or something. I've been anticipating your arrival. Oh shit, it's Philip. What the? Philip? Congratulations on your victory outside. And now that you have done so, I will be serving as your next opponent. I'm assuming you're a copy of the real Philip, too. Indeed, I am. And because of that, I have no choice but to point my blade at even you, Your Highness, knowing full well how unforgivable that act is. As the first Guardian, I, Philip Runal, the Sword Fox and former captain of the Royal Guard, challenge you to battle. I can't see a single opening in his stance. And yet again, we have no choice but to fight. Very well. If this is how it must be, I won't hesitate. We accept your challenge. Alright. So we gotta fight Philip, huh? That's interesting. Bring him in. Bring him to the party.
May a thousand thorns adorn your flesh with despair. May you be as goblins, ignorant and alone.
Oh, whoops. I meant to Grail Sphere my way out of this fight. You know. Mistakes were made, but mistakes can be unmade. Maybe. I took care of one of his buddies. Ooh. Oh no. Oh dear. That was a nasty little trick. It just didn't do that much damage, so I'm not too concerned. We're fine. We're fine about all this that's going on right now. Now it's time to start death screaming. Alright. Chloe's art should finish off the castings, or casters at least. And Kevin should hopefully be able to finish off Philip with his next attack. If not, he'll come pretty damn close. But yeah. As you can tell by his S-Craft, he has a whole ton of Wind Sabbath in him. And then, you know, the general time, space, and mirage stuff you're getting from most of these enemies. So yeah, That was a good fight. Perhaps this was inevitable. I'm simply not young enough to pose a challenge to you anymore, I fear. You gotta be kidding me! I can only hope age is that kind to me. Your strength is nuts. There's no need to try and flatter me. Regardless, while I may not have been able to pose a challenge to you, I'm sure the other Guardians will. Be sure not to let your guard down against them, even for a moment. We'll bear that in mind, Philip. Thank you. Now, if you will all excuse me, I think it's time for me to depart. Once I disappear, the next path should open. It is my hope that you will all overcome the remaining trials, and return from this place safe and well. So, with that trial done, the next one's open to us. However, we haven't looted the old Schoolhouse of Treasure yet, so we're not quite done in the area. We've also got cutscenes, so, you know. He's one hell of a tough butler. Indeed. Is everyone ready to move on to the next area? I'm guessing we'll be able to access that from the scenic route like we did this one. Let's go see which of the other monuments is activated. Alright then. Oh yeah, we're just gonna poke our head into all the rooms, see what we find. Like this. 200 of each Sepith. Or here, a T-anklet and a moon door. Happiness comes in many forms and can be interpreted in many ways. Present to me a form of happiness you have attained. Only then shall the door open. Basically, we need to have the fortune quartz in our inventory to open this door. But luckily, we've picked that up along the way, so this shouldn't be an issue. Again, I will hold off on this door just 1 second. I just want to grab the last treasure in the area before doing some of the doors. You want to head out the secret entrance, grab the Punisher bow for Kevin. Which is fairly decent. Not quite as good as the Cherished bow, but, you know, it's getting there. It's getting there. Alrighty then. Let's go and check out moon door number 5. Do. A little bit of moon door in my life. Oh god, I'll stop. This is moon door number 5. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Uno mas. Do. It was almost time for Matron Teresa's birthday. The children were keenly aware of this fact too. One by one, they finished their chores early and gathered to decide what to do for it. After all the matron always did for them, they wanted to make it an occasion to remember. But they still hadn't decided what to get her as a present. There had to be something out there that was perfect for her, something that would make her really happy. But what? I'm just gonna say this, I'm not gonna strain my voice to do a bunch of little kids, so this bit will be completely without me talking, other than to comment on things. If I'm going too fast, too bad. I'm sorry. Of course, Clem's out being a troublemaker. As he does. Looks like Matron Teresa's hard at work here. And Mary's the responsible one. Oh, wait. Bagak. What? Nah. Children overworking themselves? Crazy. Oh, Clem's back. I was gonna. But, I got distracted instead. God damn it, Clem. Several hours earlier. Oh, of course, O'Neill's telling people weird stories again. A magical stone with a golden glow. Sure, I bet. I guess we're gonna have a little kid go to the deepest region in the tallest mountain to find a happiness stone which may or may not even exist. God damn it, O'Neill. Stop spreading your tall tales. He is one hell of a storyteller, though. Be like the mighty Captain O'Neill. Invincible. How romantic. Oh, damn it. I was close. Okay, move your butt, Daniel. We're gonna go find a happiness stone. No, you're not. I'm gonna be an invincible guy. I bet you aren't. God damn it. What's with all these annoying brats in Liberl? The invincible Danielson. Tall tales. Damn it. Mary, get to the point next time. Aw. Earth to Mary. Touchy. Nah. I'm pretty sure Polly has, we'll be fine. She'll be fine. She could be the next photographer for the Liberal News. They seem to be pretty out there. Okay, I guess we got to play as, Mary and Polly instead of Clem like I thought we were gonna be. Cool. Anyway, let's go looking for seashells. Seashells, by the seashore. See, that's definitely not a tongue twister I can do. A used cigarette on the beach? Wow. God damn it, Niall. It's all your fault. Seems like Mary's gonna hunt for happiness shells on her own. Happiness is all around us. Like that. What's that shiny thing, though? Could this possibly be a happiness stone? That's a gold chain. It's pretty good. Aww. Oh, looks like, I don't know who Lucia is, but that's Grant, for sure. Oh, right. She was the granddaughter of the item shop owner, wasn't she? Oh, poor Grant. Bracer's work's never done. Then him. What was his name? Oh, it seems like the best plan we've got. Also, we're going together. Aw. Alrighty then. Let's run on over to Minoria at turbo speed. Luckily, they've cut out a lot of the pointless travel. Can I help you? I remember your name now. It's Black. It's Grant. Do me a favor and try remembering it next time. The cabin attached to the windmill, huh? Interesting place to be. Oh, never mind. She's the innkeeper's daughter, not the item shop's granddaughter. You know, I was kind of close. Yeah. There's only so many people in Minoria. Let's be real here. Oh no. Who let the girls go shopping? The hell's that all about? Also, Mary's been completely distracted. And didn't even notice Clem and Daniel walk in and then walk out. A what? You know, I do remember hearing a funny story about the Crown Mountains one time that might be worth hearing. I got no idea if it's true or a bunch of hooey. Would you like to hear it? No thanks. I don't want to hear you talking like that. It's an old story I heard from my dad a while back. Something about them glowing gold all of a sudden once a year. Around this time as it so happens. Apparently if a traveler happens to be walking along them at exactly that time, they undergo what I can only describe as a strange experience. And then they become happy. Nice, isn't it? Very nice. Oh. I'm way more tired than I thought. Holy crap, I'm losing my goddamn mind here. I should probably sleep after doing the next door, but I mean, I haven't even streamed for an hour. And apparently Mary is hyper focused on this, to the point where she is actually getting in more danger than Clem is. Paul's like, yeah, you're the one spacing out here, sweetie. I'm always paying attention. Well then, let's just go ahead and check on the Elder before leaving town. Apparently he's just interested in what's on sale. What's for sale? What's for sale? Blood, bones, and everything in between. Seems like Amelia thinks better of her older brother now, which is nice at least. So let's go ahead and check out the lighthouse. Sorry, this is ingrained in me. Every time I go onto the Minoria Trail, check on the old man lighthouse keeper. See if he's still swinging, still kicking at things, or if he's just crapping out. I swear, kids these days. What might you two be doing here?
Hello. Actually, lighthouses are pretty high up, aren't they? Sir, you haven't seen a happiness stone before, have you?
A happiness stone?
They're really shiny and pretty.
No, I don't recall ever seeing such thing in all my years.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, thank you anyway. Let's keep looking, Polly. I hope your back feels better, mister.
I swear, kids these days, they're sharp little devils, aren't they? A happiness stone, huh? Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm totally losing my mind here. I don't even know if I should upload this episode, honestly. I've completely lost the plot. I don't even know why this is a moon door. This seems like a very weird thing to have as a moon door. This is like, where's the foreshadowing? What's this foreshadowing? This just, you know, kids being really nice. Which, I mean, is nice, but is strange, that's for sure. And Mary's totally obsessed with these stones now. Mary, pay attention. Mary, pay attention. Polly, pay attention. God, fuck. It's not like I believe it or anything, but Baka. Oh no, she got child napped. We are the best kids trying to pretend to be parents. Anyway, run back to Minoria. And there she is. Oh no, I lost Polly. I'm the worst at this. And now Mary's lost. Wow, we're really good at being children, guys. And all of a sudden, we're at the Crone Trail. It's all your fault. Never should have believed that silly story. Never should have taken Polly so far away from the orphanage. But we did. How could I have messed up so badly? And now we're gonna die. We're gonna get egg on our face, that's for sure. Oof. Polly, 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 Polly want a cracker. Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker? No. I'll stop. I will stop. Oh no, I tripped over nothing. Oh, the woe of being an infant in a Trails game. Okay, I'm pretty sure she's not an infant. She's probably like 7 or 8 years old at this point. Bleh. Mad chilly this time of year, huh? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Maybe I should catch some more of these. Is that a dragon? Who are you? Huh? What's the big deal? Don't scare a dragon like that. I thought my heart was gonna go pumping right out of my chest. Huh? What's that? Something on my face, little buddy? You're weird. Hey, it's way not cool to laugh that much. Sorry, what are you doing here anyway? Who, me? I was just keeping my head low while all that scary stuff was going down. Scary stuff? Like what? Like the Glorious and the Ariel and junk. Didn't you hear about them? I don't think so. Huh, okay. Are you a baby dragon? Yuppers, I'm only 320 years old. What, really? Why are you so surprised? That's totally normal. It is? I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, I'm bored. I want some grub. Do you know if there's any dandelions that bloom around here? Sunflowers are yummalicious too. They taste just like the sun. No lie. I didn't know that. What does the sun taste like? Oh, I know. You can have one of my super special sandwiches. They haven't got any dandelions and sunflowers in them. They got some plants from our garden in them. So I'm sure they'll have a sunny taste to them. Open wide and... So, what do you think? That was so good. Aren't I amazing? Wow, you're crazy amazing. Can I have another one?
Another one? But I've only got one left, and that one's supposed to be mine.
Give me half then. Pretty please.
Well, I suppose I could. Okay, you win.
What the fuck is this? What the hell am I watching? Mary made friends with a dragon. Oh, I know what this is. How to Train Your Dragon 0. Now starring, Mary as Hiccup. That was his name, Hiccup. I was thinking it was like chest hair or like butt munch or I don't freaking know. Why is his name Hiccup? I do awesome with the cold, I swear. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I'll go gather some firewood, okay? It'll get a lot warmer if we start a fire. Just wait here, okay? Okay. Can you be fast, though? Pretty please? So, check out the trees. Check out the trees. Trees have firewood. Aww. Apparently the smell is somehow familiar. And now we got Dragon Buddy following us. How much do I need? Okay, looks like the path is sealed off by a big honking rock. So I can't go towards Bose any further. Alright, there we go. That's the last one. We're gonna need some fire to get this started. Don't sweat it, baby. I got this. Ha! Toasty boy. Anyone can do it if they practice enough. No, they can't. Uh-huh, they can. I only learned how to do it recently, too. Oh, really? I wonder if I'll be able to do it if I practiced enough. I'm sure you could if you practice for 320 years like me. I'm not even gonna live that long. Aww. Aww. Oh, so cute. What if Mary's a dragon? Oh my god, is Mary a dragon? Is this actually a plot point? Is this the reason why we're doing this? This is so warm. She's a Manakete, guys. Get her in Fire Emblem. But it was all just a hallucination. It never happened. Except the fire's still here. Well, the remains of it anyway. Time to go home. That's the wrong way, Mary. You're going the wrong way. Mary. You're going the wrong... Oh. And she did. Again. Holy shit. Ah, boy. Wasn't expecting to see a child die on this episode. Matron, I'm sorry. Glomp. It's okay, though. We got Baby Dragon to save our lives. I can't get over how dumb looking this sprite is. You can fly. I'm still a kid, so yup. Can you really fly if you're little? Well, no. Grown-ups can, too. It just causes, problems. That's not much of an answer. Fly, Hoshimaru, fly. Off into the endless expanse. Today sure was fun. What? Hey, are you okay? Wake up! Oh, good, she woke up. You okay, Mary? Huh? What happened to that weird monster? Monster? Were you attacked? No, but... There weren't any monsters. Just you. That's weird. Is that all a dream, then? What a weird freaking dream. And I've had some weird dreams in my time. Yeah, stop acting like Clem. Okay, troops, let's start heading back. Nope, not hearing it. Time to get some sleep. You're pretty cool for a guy. Holy shit, Polly. Dig the knife right into his back, why don't you? Oh, God. Huh? What's this? Wow, that looks... It's a happiness stone. It certainly is. All we had to do was befriend a baby dragon. Who knew? Clem suddenly chimed that he had an idea as he took an old pendant out of his pocket. He grumbled that it was only something he stumbled upon at the bazaar. With everyone's encouragement, I decided to try setting the happiness stone in the center, in hopes that it would fit. It fit perfectly, too. It was as if they were always meant to be together. Polly's golden chain turned out to be the perfect length as well. Finally, we placed it in the small box that Daniel had kept with him, wrapped it in wrapping paper, and the perfect necklace was born. Oh, it's so sweet. This is the same smell that the monster gave off. Is that because I gave her the happiness stone? Mary? I understand now. It's the warm smell of happiness. What a weird freaking episode. But hey, we did all the moon doors. I got the achievement for it. I also received the happiness stone and 12 50,000 Mira. That's a nice chunk of change. What does the happiness stone do, you ask? Speed minus 20 and gets you more Sepith. It's not better than the Shining Emblem or the Phantom Thief Cape, but you know. It does a job. Effectively is another matter entirely, but it does a job. Alright, so the door we want is in the girls' dorm, I believe. Yes. So as you can see, we've got quite a lot of Mira. We can afford to burn 50,000 doing this. So let's do it. Let's do this in a second once it loads. Okay. Okay, finally. Finally we're better. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, it's, Mayor Maybell. What's she doing around here? Thank you very much for coming today. I'd love it if you would be able to start coming to pray like this more often. I'm afraid it looks like as though I won't have a choice in that matter. If I show any signs of skipping Mass lately, Lila gives me a stern lecturing. You're rather fortunate to have someone like her by your side, you know. Nothing is more valuable to a person than someone who will chide them when they seem to be straying from the right path. Oh, I couldn't agree more. I do wish she'd go a little easier on me than she currently does, however. Look at it this way. The fact that she doesn't shows just how important you are to her. For one thing, I hear you've been exceptionally busy with work these days. I wouldn't be surprised if she hoped to make the time you spend here to be a break from all of that. As frustrating as it is to admit, that's a scarily sound assessment. But she can't keep me away from work forever now, can she? I think I ought to be getting back to it now. So if you'll excuse me, please give my regards to Father Holstein, too. Certainly. A good day to you, then. As if Lila wasn't bad enough, now I have Sister Rosa saying the same things as her. Oh well. Next up is inspecting the markets, so I should probably get to doing that. I was expecting Lila to be here to meet me by now, though. She's been awfully cold to me lately, and I don't have a clue as to why. I thought she was going to pray with me today, but then she up and decided she needed to take care of shopping. Maybe I can grill her on it later. For now, I should hurry and get to the market. Oh, isn't that Lila? Thanks, I really do appreciate your help today. Not at all. I should be saying the same to you. Anyway, if you need anything else, just give me a call. I can always worm my way out of whatever's on my schedule to make time for you. I'll certainly keep that in mind. Please do. My little sister's been so excited for the big day already. He'll surely be one to remember. Yes, I'm sure. For now, however, I really should be going. Oh yeah, the mayor should be done with Mass now, right? Until next time. Farewell for now. Did I just witness what I think I did? So that's why she's been acting so distant towards me lately. I wish she had said something. I thought we were supposed to be close. I suppose it shouldn't come as much of a surprise. She is a grown woman. And she might seem cold towards people on the outside, but she's a wonderful human being, and a rather attractive one too. If anything, I'm surprised it's taken her this long to find someone. Well, it wouldn't be fair for me to get in the way of her happiness. I do feel a little lonely at the thought, but she's going to want my support. It wouldn't be right for me not to give her it. Maybelle, no! She only loves you. She only has eyes for you. Come on. I'll have to apologize for being late. Might I ask exactly what you are doing? Oh, it's you, Lila. How long have you been there? You appear to be rather tired. This is why I keep telling you that you need to stop overexerting yourself. Oh no, I'm not, I assure you. Shall we head to the market? Well, if you say so. The next day. Mayor Maybelle? Can I ask you to go over what you want me to do one more time? Just so I'm not misunderstanding. Well, as I said, I would like to investigate exactly what relationship those two have, as well as what kind of person the gentleman in question is. So to put it in simpler terms, you want me to check out whether they're dating and do a background check on the man, right? Is that right? Yes. Yes, it is. Is there something wrong? Well, kinda. I mean, we bracers do at times do background checks on people. That's when we suspect or know for sure they're involved in a crime. If they're not, doing so would be an invasion of their privacy, and that doesn't exactly fly with us. Oh. Obviously, if you have reason to believe the man Lila appears to be dating is involved in illegal activity, I'd be happy to help. Is that the case, though? No. On the contrary, actually, he appears to be a good, honest man. I see. There's obviously going to be the chance that that's just a facade, and he's not the kind of person he appears to be. But as it stands, I don't see any grounds for the guild to make their move. That's unfortunate, but I can certainly see where you're coming from. I'm sorry for troubling you with this. I don't know what came over me. Please, forget this conversation ever happened. Forgive me for asking this, but you're all in favor of them dating, right? You're not trying to break them up or something? So, why are you so concerned with finding all this out? As I think you're aware, Lila lost her mother and father during the 100 Days War. As far as I can tell, the scars that left on her heart still haven't truly healed either. And I believe that this is her first foray into romantic relationships too. I'm just so worried about her getting hurt as a result of this. I'm not the slightest concerned about how noble the man's family is, or how much money they have. Nothing superficial like that. All I want to know is whether he genuinely cares for her well-being and will make her happy. That's all that matters to me. I see where you're coming from. Still, at the end of the day, that doesn't give me the excuse to invade the man's privacy or meddle in their affairs. I'm sure Lila will eventually tell me about what's going on when she feels the time is right. I can ask her all of my questions then. Nah, this is good stuff. What do you mean? I completely understand where you're coming from here. I'd be more than happy to accept your request. Wait, I thought, are you sure? Wouldn't doing so violate the Bracer Code? Oh, no worries. The Bracer Code's totally open to individual interpretation, so it leaves a lot to each Bracer's personal judgment. I feel trying to follow the code to the letter, and ignoring the feelings of those we're trying to serve misses the point of being a bracer too. So, I don't think it's unfair to dismiss your well-meaning intentions as trying to invade someone's privacy either. You leave all this to me. I'll get you all kinds of answers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you agreeing to do this for me, really. Just know that I completely understand where you were coming from earlier, so I do want to ask that you invade his privacy no more than necessary. Is that fair? Perfecto! I hope this turns out to be something that'll really make her happy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And that was the day Annalise agreed to accept the mayor's request, immediately and enthusiastically beginning her investigation. Naturally, she was very cautious not to make both Lila and her presumed partner suspicious in the process. Testimony 1. Those two certainly did come here, yes. I remember them sitting at the table over there having a pleasant conversation with one another. I couldn't tell you what they were talking about, I'm afraid. But I do remember seeing Lila smiling while talking, which you don't see every day with her. That struck me. Really now? Do you remember anything about the man, by the way? Not in much detail. Just that he was a well-groomed, seemingly pleasant young man. That's about all I can say, I'm afraid. Ah, I see. Can I ask why you want to know all of this? Well, you see... wait, it's okay. You don't need to answer. They're in love, aren't they? It all makes sense now. She did very much look like a girl in love when she was talking to him, you know. So little Lila's finally ready to begin her journey into adulthood, is she? Aw, how sweet. We don't know for sure yet, so please keep this to yourself, okay? Don't go telling any of the other customers and starting any rumors. Not to worry, the secret's safe with me. Testimony 2. Yeah, I saw him. I remember the man escorting the maid to the front door of the mayor's mansion. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised he didn't go inside with her, honestly. Whenever I take Mina home, I always do. Oh, Harry. If you ask me, you're the one behaving improperly, not the man we're talking about. I am. Ordinarily, when a gentleman escorts a lady to her home, he doesn't go inside. Really? Really? But surely the fact that I do is proof that we're that close, right? I wouldn't be assuming that if I were you. For one thing, those two seemed awfully close even without that, didn't they? I'm not saying that's always wrong to go inside, per se. If that's what you want to keep doing, you won't see me stopping you. Okay. I will, then. Why does everything have to be so much work when it comes to you? Thanks for the info, anyway. They look like children from that angle. Are they children, or are they, like, teenage or adult, kind of? I don't know. I don't freaking know. Anyway, testimony 3. You want to ask about a man who's been spending time with Lila lately? Thinking back, I did see her with a man when my husband and I went to the market. They were looking at souvenirs together, I believe. I remember it well, too. I've rarely seen a more adoring pair in my life. They were like a pair of newlyweds. Really? I wouldn't pay much attention to anything my husband says. He has a habit of exaggerating. I'm not ashamed of it either. These kinds of stories are always much more interesting with a touch of dramatic flair. It wasn't the first time I've seen the man, though. I'm sure I've met him before. But I can't for the life of me remember his name. Can you remember, dear? Oh, don't be silly. Of course I remember. I would never forget the name of a man I've done good business with. That was young Leonard. Wait, I know that name. Leonard from the Kingfisher Inn? Oh, you know him already. Well, that puts a damper on my fun. I use that place a lot for work reasons, so I even know him by face. I can't say I know all that much about him as a person, though. If you're well acquainted with him, would you tell me a bit more about him? I don't mind, but this information isn't going to come cheap. You're gonna charge me? Oh, please, that's not funny, dear. We owe ever so much to the Bracer Guild. You can't threaten to charge a member. I won't have it. Oh, sorry, I can't help myself to a good joke. Let's see. Well, he's a good, honest man for starters. He's also incredibly boring. Perfect for a boring-ass maid like Lila. That's if you ask me. Sorry. Several days later, where I finally lose that awful accent. All 9,000 of them. I see. So the man in question is Leonard from the Kingfisher Inn. I wonder how those two came to know each other. Oh, you knew Leonard already? Only by name. I can't say I've ever spoken to him in person as such. The Kingfisher Inn has really made a name for itself in recent years. It's been doing quite well financially, too. As things stand, it's a good target for investment. Trino said that too. I'm no expert on that kind of stuff, though. Still, from what I can gather based on your report, their relationship is a healthy one. And you seem to think very highly of Leonard. Oh, absolutely. Even his little sister, Sophina, is super sweet. I'd say you don't have anything to worry about with them. From what I gathered, they'd make for a picture-perfect married couple. I'd like to believe that's still a while off. Then again, if they really are dating, it's a reality I'll have to come to terms with sooner or later. I'm happy for her, but at the same time, I'm a little sad, too. I get what you mean. Thank you very much for your report, Annalise. It sounds like she's made a fine choice. So I suppose all I can do now is wait for her to share the truth with me herself. That sounds like a good plan. Miss Maybelle, it's me, Lila. Could I have a little of your time? Oh. Speak of the devil. I wonder if the time has finally come. That'd be one funny coincidence, but maybe it has. And if it has, it's just about time I made my exit. I wouldn't want to get in the way. Nonsense. I'd actually prefer if you stayed. If she does tell us what I expect her to, I don't intend to hide the truth of what I asked you to do. Oh, I see. Well, okay then. Miss Maybelle. Oh, sorry, Lila. Come on in. As you wish. Oh, Miss Annalise. Please, do accept my apologies. I didn't realize I was intruding. You're not. Don't mind me. I was just here to give my report on an investigation on behalf of the mayor. I see. So, what brings you here, Lila? Do you have something you want to talk to me about? You could say that, yes. I have an important request I wish to make of you. Really now? What would it happen to be? Well, it concerns the Kingfisher Inn near Valeria Lake. We were right! Excuse me? Did you think I had no idea what was happening? I already know everything there is to know. How could you possibly? I'm sorry, I actually had Annalise here look into it for me. I was worried about you, you see. You'd been behaving so strangely lately. I'm sorry that I did it, but I just couldn't help myself. I see. There's no need for you to apologize, however. I didn't mean to worry you. Perhaps I should have been more open from the start. So, is Leonard being good to you? Damn! Cut right to the chase, why don't ya? He's a very kind man, yes. Why do you ask? That wasn't what I was asking. Oh, you know what I mean, Lila. So, is there anything else you want to say on the matter? Well, yes. If it's all right with you, I'd like to get right to discussing the date for the big day. I feel like we're having two different conversations here. Already? The big day? You've already started mapping it out? We have. We were hoping to keep it a secret for as long as possible in order to surprise you. Naturally, I've made sure everything fits into your schedule. Do I have your okay to begin making the Oh god. No. No. Clarify your statements, people. Please. Do I have your okay to begin making the necessary arrangements? Oh gosh, no. No. Oh, wowee. Is something wrong? What was that? You dummy! Huh? I can see why you might want to surprise me, I can. But did you really have to keep this from me until this late in the process? I mean, you've got a right to your own private life. You don't have to share everything in that with me. I'm not saying you have to. But I can't believe you would decide something so important without consulting me even once. Do I mean that little to you? Besides, you've only been going out for about a month. Our wedding bells at this stage are a little premature. This decision is going to impact you for the rest of your life, Lila. You understand that, right? I think you should calm down and listen to what she has to say, Mayor Maybell. I'm sure she does understand and has her own reasons for I have a horrible feeling there's a very grave misunderstanding taking place here. You serious? Just what are we misunderstanding? The arrangements I have been making are for your next vacation. You've been so busy lately that I thought you really ought to have one, so I've been making the necessary arrangements in secret. What? You mentioned before that you would like to visit the famous Kingfisher Inn once, you see. So when Leonard needed to come to Beau's Market to do some shopping, we decided to use the chance to meet and discuss how to go about this. I hadn't realized my actions were causing so many problems for you. Whoopsie. I worry about you sometimes. Besides, I have no intention of getting married before a certain mistress of mine, which doesn't seem to be anytime soon, since she makes a hobby of turning down countless marriage proposals in favor of devoting herself to work. It's not a hobby, it's because I have so much work on my plate that I don't have time for marriage to be on the brain. So there's nothing between you and Leonard? Nothing at all? Everyone says you two have been getting along so well. I'll admit that he's a lovely man, and one I have a very positive impression of, but I've never considered him a potential partner. Not once. Why? All girls your age experience romance at least once. It wouldn't be right for you not to do the same. This isn't something I intended to come out and say, but it seems you leave me with no choice. Right now, the most important thing in my life is your happiness. I will put that over anything and everything else. Ensuring it is my greatest joy, my very reason for being. Until you've decided upon a partner to supplement that happiness, I have absolutely no intention of looking at anyone but you. I do appreciate you worrying about me. If it is my happiness you want, I ask that you focus on your own happiness first and foremost. And yet, like clockwork, I see you disregarding your well-being and taking on far more work than is humanly possible. Fine, I get it. Now that we can put the whole marriage thing behind us, I will accept your offer of a vacation. So feel free to proceed with your plan. I leave arranging the schedule to you. As you wish. Then if you will permit me to excuse myself, I shall. Good day to you too, Miss Annalise. Oh. Just propose already. If that's not a confession, I don't know what is. The only thing in my life that's important to me is your happiness. Fucking put a ring on her already, Lila. Get your head in the game. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Sorry. This is dumb. I'm reading this as 100% queer because it is 100% queer. Please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks this. Please tell me I'm not alone. I'm not on some island here. I'm really sorry. It looks like my research may have been a tad incomplete. Oh, don't worry about it. I don't think anything was wrong with your report. All this was due to me foolishly jumping to conclusions. I can't believe I ended up giving her yet another excuse to lecture me. Oh, it's no big deal. I gotta admit, though, I am jealous. Jealous? You never heard that. Anyway, I'm sure I'll see you around. You two look great together. Oh. Annalise, you get it! You get it! Oh, Annalise. What a day. I feel almost ashamed to be this relieved over all of this. I don't know if I'll ever be able to manage without her at my side. Then have her by your side for the rest of your life. Seriously. Side story. Like a mother finished. No. Like a girlfriend finished. Bloody meatballs. And we got our mirror back. Plus some. 100,000 Mira. Oh my god, get married, you two. Jesus Christ. Alright, that was a nice little 30-minute thing here. I've dropped a few frames, but other than that, I think we're alright to continue on a little bit longer. Just a bit longer, though. But in which case, I will be going back to the starting area and switching up my party again. Why? Because I feel like it. Do I get any new dialogue for coming back here, or is this just, you know, standard stuff? Well, it looks like Zin and Nagit are going at it. Yeah, whatever. They seem to be having fun. Let them have their fun. Or the Royal Academy, for that matter. So it looks like they do have some, new things to say. Alright. I've been waiting for my chance to strike. But unfortunately, Mueller caught me before I could make good on my plans. You really are a few gears short of a functioning battle orbment. Perhaps you need to be taught a lesson so you don't get any more silly ideas. That's my girlfriend, not yours. 5 exceptional techniques in combat. However, he's been away from combat for 20 years. Don't do it. Row, fight the power, Julia. Alright.
Ready?
So yeah, Celeste is basically saying, hey, you need to go through all four monuments before you can continue on, which makes sense. That's typically how these kinds of things work. I just want to synthesize some quartz because I've got so much frickin' space quartz. Okay. Couple of those. Those will come in handy later. Like, I can just put this on Charizard right away. And I can put this one on, Rias here. Boom. 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 And look at all those warp points in this chapter, though. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and find the next monument, shall we? It's not this one. So we'll just have to move on south. Maybe it's this one. Yes, it is. The face of the monument is glowing, and words are visible upon its surface. The Lord of Phantasma does decree. Here lies the looking glass. Place your hand upon this monument, the sword-wielding dame among your number. That's probably Annalise here. Looking glass. That's gotta be the name of our next tourist attraction around here. Still. The sword-wielding dame. So we got a few women with us who fight with swords, so we got our pick. But personally, I think it's Annalise. I don't know, I mean it's a cool sounding title and all, but does it really fit me? Still, I guess it doesn't hurt to try. I mean, I've got Rias with me too, in case it's not. I don't have Julia with me, who would be the third potential answer for this. So, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I got a feeling. Oh. Oh, hey, I know this place. It's the Lakeside Laboratory. Except it's called the Looking Glass now. One that Ouroboros used as its base of operations in Liberl at one point. You'd mentioned this place in your report, yes? Can't say I'm excited to be back here. Something seems kind of odd about it. I get that same feeling. Well, let's go and get a closer look. Maybe we'll figure out what it is. Alrighty then. Remember this dungeon? Wasn't this one fun? Okay, I didn't mind this one too much, honestly. So let's try to progress a little bit. Oh, right. Alright. What the app? What the frick-frack snack? I mean, I know I'm supposed to go through, like, a side door. I thought the side door was on the other side, though. Yeah, that's why I was so frickin' confused. It's like, wasn't this on the other side of the building? Yeah. Guess this might not be the same place after all. I mean, obviously it's not the same place, but like... No, it's laid out exactly the same, though. Just kind of in a mirror. Once again, we're getting ambushed by Vogels. You know how these work. Shoot them before they can move. And yeah, hope that's enough.
Oh yeah!
They also give Water Sepith, which is nice. Those things sure weren't fun. They had reflective armor like the Merkabahs. That was a nasty surprise. At least it's now as clear as day what's going on here. Yeah, the whole building's layout's been flipped around. Kinda like it was reflected in a mirror or something. Almost like we're through the looking glass or something. Sorry. Alright, we need key cards and shit to progress through the areas here. I was like, oh yeah, this is fine. I'll just, you know, check out the stuff later. No. Anyway, that's a weapon for Annalise. It's not nearly as good as the Hokoboshi. So, don't even worry about it. There's a poison too, which is nice. Can't exit through that door no matter what, so don't worry about it. And 3 treasures here. Weapon for Sin, and a couple of recipes. Some of these are actually quite nice. Not that I need them at this point in time, but some of these are actually really nice. Guess what? You need card keys. You need so many card keys. And that area is sealed off, so we can't go there. Just leaves the stone monument here. So let's make another save and press on and on and on. Hey, Annalise. Glad you made it. Guess everything being reversed made navigating this place a pain, though. Oh, hi, Grant. Grant? Oh, if it isn't the priest who saved our bacon last time we were here. Funny coincidence. I wasn't expecting to end up fighting you here again. Especially not like this. So, are you not real either? Yeah, still, I'm close enough. What? Wait, this is just like when you were pretending to be a Jaeger during our training. Heh. I wouldn't want to try pulling the same trick twice, but I can still have him back me up. So come on, show me what you got. Alright, guess we're gonna have to fight every human in the series. Don't try hitting me with smoke grenades. That's rude. That's what rude people do. Just keep death screaming. That's all we need from you right now, Kevin. Alright, Grant's out of the way. This Jaeger's gonna be dead here. And now we just have to focus fire on this last guy here. Fortunately, he's a bit too far out of the way of Annalise's reach here, so... nothing to do but just get a little closer. And we're done.
Seems you came up short.
Fights are still super easy. Man, I thought victory was good as mine when I had you surrounded. But I totally underestimated you guys. Holy hell, though, Annalise. You sure started packing a real punch since we last fought. Well, I got you and the others to thank for that. Do you really have to go? Looks like it, I'm afraid. I bet you don't need too many hints on who you're going to be fighting next. Don't go losing, okay? You beat me. You gotta beat the others, too. So it seems like we'll be running into Karna and, I guess, Shadow Annalise, or probably Shadow Kurt at some point here. So yeah, just like last time, check the terminal. If you can read mirror writing, you'll be able to read exactly what that says. I'm sure it says something very interesting and thought-provoking, but obviously we lack the ability to see what it says, so best not to worry about it. We got the red card keys, so we can open up the red door, which gives us this, the Sleep 2 quartz. Anyway, let's proceed onward, because that's what the red key is also able to do. There's a blue key there, we can't do anything about. But we can grab the serum capsule at least. Nothing in that door. What's in this guy? Can't do anything with that green door yet either, so we'll leave it be, leave it be. Cry these words of wisdom. Leave it be. Anyway, check the open tank here and you get 1,000 of each Sepith. Because they really just throw it at you in this game. It's like, here, take it. Another green door to block us out. So nothing worth getting there. Got a nasty little maze here. I'm not actually sure how I'm supposed to get out of it, if none of these paths are working for me. There we go. Yeah, the left path will lead you to a Mirage Gem. The far right path will lead you to a blue door. Since we can't do anything with the blue door, let's just move onward. Alright, second boss. I was almost wondering if you guys weren't going to show up. Karna. Looks like you guys got yourselves caught up in something messy. Ordinarily, this is where I'd pitch in and help out. But I don't think that's an option this time. Ugh. Just like when we fought Grant. You might have been able to win against him, but don't think breaking through my formation is going to be a cakewalk. Come at me like your life depends on it. Last verse, same as the first. Although, admittedly, I would much have preferred that to hit. These guys are too spaced out for me to do any real damage. rudeness, I've got to say. Okay, so they can just, cancel arts. Oh, it's no big deal, though. Although Cher is not very, equipped to attack with arts anyway. Let's just get this Jaeger off the table. And Andalace can finish the work. Alright, I still got one guy left. No big deal.
Not bad.
And as Karna does, she gives us Fire Sepith instead of Earth. Aw, that's me, Beat. I was so confident in my battle formation, too. You had every right to. You put up a heck of a fight. That battle was no joke. You sure know how to give people a hard time with that rifle. I try. Anyway, you were able to beat me, so maybe you actually got a shot at winning against the next guy. I'm sure you don't need me to spell out who that is. When it comes to mid-range tactics, there's no one stronger than him in all of Liberl. So make sure you give him your very best. Oh no, it's Dan Russell. I take it this person is quite strong then. He's a real nice guy, but he really doesn't hold back in battle. He also got brainwashed a lot. So they're basically saying, hey, you want to be prepared before you take Kurt on. Surprise, it's Kurt. Anyway, just after healing up there, check the terminal here. Once again, the message is flipped, but it gives us the green key, and the green key lets us enter some new and exciting rooms. Depending on your definition of new and or exciting, considering these are reused assets after all. So these are all on our way, so we might as well pick them up. Confused 2 is pretty nice. Green key will take us to this star door here. And if I can enter the door, I might as well do it. Bring to me the girl who plays with the giant doll. However, inside a trial awaits her. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. Okay, so I'll need to bring Ren for this little section here. Okay. Well, that means I can't enter that door just yet. I mean, I can, but it would require backtracking, and screw that, right? I mean, I've already got my party set up, so we'll hit Star Door 10 later, then. Alright. First things first, head down this little path here. Proc another water gem. And when you check this thing, you get 1,000 more of each Sepith, because, hey, you really just need all the Sepith in the world, I suppose. Do I have something better than the Evade 3? I really should just make something better than the Evade 3. I will do so when the opportunity presents itself. At the moment, it has decidedly not presented itself. So, you know, That's no skin off my back. That's sealed off by the blue key. We don't have a blue key, so we can't go in there. But we can open this, get some tasty medicine. And this chest has the tier all bomb. And we have another stone monument. Yeah, see, I've got enough things on here that I can probably go a little crazy with some things. Like this. Do I want this? You bet I do. How about this? Yeah. That sounds fine. Sure. Like, it's just, I have so much that I might as well make myself as buff as possible, right? That seems to be the way to go about it. Alright, let's go. I didn't even save. I must really be underestimating Kurt. I'm glad you could make it, Annalise. So it really is you. It's good to see a number of familiar faces among you. But what a cruel twist of fate that we should have to meet again like this. You're telling me. So you plan on fighting us for real too, then? There's no way we could, talk you out of it? I'm afraid that doesn't appear to be an option. Since I first became conscious of my existence here, I've attempted to meditate on a number of occasions. But it appears to me before you lacks a sense of self, as it were, and so I am unable to go against the purpose for which I was created. Of course you try to meditate right away. You really are a special guy, Kurt. Well, don't think we got any choice but to resign ourselves to the inevitable, and get on with it. I believe so. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Last, first, same as the first. My formation is flexible yet resilient, much like nature itself. Now let our battle begin! I've got a strategy for this. Eat shit, buddy!
By my art, not you appear.
Oh, hey, instant death. Right, I forgot Kurt pulled that shit. Well, I'm as good as dead for this fight.
By my art, not you appear.
Well, let's get some of his assholes out of the way here. Charizard's just basically gonna die every turn.
My art, not you appear.
So, this is just a thing we're going to have to accept as a fact of life at this point. Hell, I don't even have to bother reviving her with a lot of health. If she's just gonna die every time, then there's no point. Okay, sure. Show us what you got, Kurt. Yeah, I'd much rather you do that than instant death my characters. Because that's just rude. We just hit rude boys with our swords.
Oh yeah!
Anyway, Kurt gives us a bunch of water sepith, which is the thing we're kind of lacking in comparison to everything else. So, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. See, I still have much room for improvement. I can only hope the knowledge I have gained from this battle will find its way to my real self as well. I don't think I've ever met anyone as serious about their training as you, Kurt. Honestly, your devotion to honing your craft never ceases to amaze me. With promising bracers like you around, I can't very well afford to rest on my laurels. Still, with the skills you demonstrate there, perhaps you have a chance at defeating her. Huh? Wait a second, I thought you were the last person we had to fight here. I'm afraid not. Another foe awaits you on this building's highest floor. But don't even think of taking her lightly. She is formidable in every sense of the word. Her martial arts skill, given her age, are nothing short of exceptional. So if you try challenging her with any less than your best, you won't last. Well, that sounds intimidating. I'm sure we'll be fine, though. Oh, lucky us. I thought we were home free from here, and now there's someone else? I've got a really bad feeling on who she is, too. Can't say I know a whole lot of martial artists who are that dangerous. I really hope we're wrong this time. Who could they be talking about? Are we fighting Kilika? Are they gonna make us fight Kilika? Well, we'll find out. But we got a blue card key. That's nice. Alrighty then. So that should open up all the doors in this area, which means we're going to have to do a quick little bit of backtracking just to collect everything. Open this guy up. There's the Grand Slam, Weapon for Tita, a Tournament Invitation, and a Celestial Bomb. Tournament Invitation is probably a way to get into another one of the doors here, so good that we have that on hand. The other blue door here takes us to the boss, so for the time being we're just going to be avoiding that. And a couple of chests on the second floor here. Another wood gem, which is pretty nice. Can't go wrong with Impede 5, right? Run all the way to this maze-like room. Now we can grab this door over here. And we get a Celestial Bomb back. Good for us. Yeah, that's the only reason you need to backtrack all this way. Get that one little item. Oopsie-daisy. Alright. Now head back to the main floor. Open up this one with your green key, because we haven't been able to yet. Grab your Gargan armor. Already poked out these guys, so don't need to worry about those. Oh, got that one already. Come on. Alright. Those who seek to enter this door must first overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. Okay, so this one's just a freebie. We're gonna open that in just 1 second. If we inspect this computer, there's 1,000 sepith in each of the things here. I forgot about that while I was going around here, so that's my bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and open up star door number 11 here. Just 1 second while I get star door 11 on my thing here. Yeah. Oh, it's one of these things. Guess we're just gonna have to beat the shit out of this. Let's try out the spear, shall we?
Oh, blue seal carved within my soul's abyss. Become a pillar of light upon this purgatory. Fly, holy spears of heaven!
Alright. Take care of his goons, let them self-destruct. And now I just got this guy left. Heaven's Kiss got a buff, which is nice.
Hurt you up.
Ew, World Shaker. You can't use that move, that's cheating. Well, that wasn't too bad at all. And there we go. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, hello. It's this jerk. An investigative report on Phantom Thief B, his crimes, his histories, and his true identity. Imperial Chronicle Investigative Team. Phantom Thief B has had quite the lengthy and productive career in thievery in the Empire, as the amount of records we have been able to find on his crimes proves beyond a doubt. From numerous paintings held in the Imperial Art Gallery, to a septium crystal held in the Empire's customs warehouse, to even a cutting-edge tank held in an Imperial Army research facility. Nothing is truly safe when he desires to steal it. His conquests aren't limited to inanimate objects. He has been guilty of pretending to be a military officer and eloping with the wife of a marquis on more than one reported occasion. Sorry, it's just a single reported occasion. You know it's multiple times, though. Yet, and perhaps this is the most baffling part, there is no concrete evidence to suggest he has profited from his exploits. Rather, the objects stolen usually end up in places so bizarre, their owners are liable to faint upon hearing about them. In other cases, they are transformed into mira, which is then rained down from the sky in areas largely inhabited by those less fortunate. Hearing this, one might be led to think him a vigilante thief, who takes from the rich and gives to the poor. But makes no mistake, the truth is not so simple. The wife of the Marquis discussed earlier is a fine example of that. As of this writing, it has been a little over half a year since the elopement took place. Since then, she has remained unaccounted for. Many of the items stolen by him may return to the public eye in some fashion, but not all. Between his eccentric techniques and bizarre behaviors regarding the objects he steals, it might appear as though his thefts are purely whims, and nothing else. Upon studying the overall picture and reviewing the objects, and indeed people, in play, you begin to see that they all have one specific thing in common. Take the artwork stolen from the Imperial Art Gallery, for example. Each of them were works of pure genius, painted by a master of their craft. But they gained a reputation for being too complex for the target audience of such works, the nobility, and were shamefully stored away instead of placed on display. Similar could be said of the Septium Crystal, known for its unparalleled beauty. After being seized by customs, it was sealed away in the warehouse and doomed never to be admired by human eyes again. The tank again is one more example, with its promising development cut short. Rather than be put to good use, it was left collecting dust. As an aside, the case of the Marquis's wife does contain some striking similarities. Despite marrying her, he devoted most of his attention to his concubines, and barely spared a thought for her. In conclusion, we can see now that the underlying motive for his actions is finding objects of beauty that have been abandoned by the world, and freeing them from their foolish owners. No matter how the world may see his crimes, his motive is clear. The truth of that is evident in the cards he leaves behind before committing his crimes. This is the so-called liberation of beauty mentioned upon each of them. Phantom Thief B steals not for money, but for an ideal he believes in. And it is in this fact we believe are clues to his true identity. A number of valid theories have come about on the face behind our famed thief. Unfortunately, they are all as lacking in conclusive proof as they are numerous, and so it is impossible to say whether any of them are actually correct. To complicate matters further, we now even have deranged individuals coming forward pretending to be him, and allowing themselves to be captured by law enforcement. That is not to say, however, that none of the theories circulating are at all plausible. Here, we will introduce 3 such theories which have developed significant followings, and may not turn out to be too far from the truth. Theory 1. Amorous Con Artist X. X's personal history. X is known for his exceptional skill as a con artist, having faked his own identity in order to engage in romantic relationships with many noble women. He was as handsome as he was capable, and he was exceptionally proud in nature as well. Born to a poor family in the temperate South, he became used to stealing in order to make ends meet from a young age. According to testimony from a companion of his at the time, he was never once caught for such thefts. The reason X converted from being a common thief to a con artist is believed to have stemmed from falling in love with a noblewoman of much higher social standing than he. The rule of the aristocracy was absolute in the country he called home, and blessed romances between those of different classes unthinkable. With that in mind, he resolved to create a false identity in order to make his dreams possible. Following his first rousing success, he came to do so on a myriad of other occasions, indulging in one forbidden affair after another. It was a mere 10 years ago that he was arrested on suspicion of identity fraud, but he performed a miraculous escape from prison. Ever since then, his whereabouts have remained unknown. Thoughts. Both X's peerless skill as a thief and his interest in forbidden romances with noblewomen sound remarkably like we know of Phantom Thief B. Also worth noting is that despite using his abilities of deception to court those of vast wealth, he displayed virtually no interest in their fortunes. That is to say, he gained no financial benefit from his actions whatsoever. Instead, he simply lamented that he was unable to indulge in them because of something as trivial as his social class. We conclude that this attitude bears a striking resemblance to the thief's own views on beauty. Theory 2. Tragic Artist Y. Y's personal history. Y was an artist with a rather tragic past. Born to a middle-class family in the north, he was hired by an influential aristocrat to be their personal artist, producing many a stunning piece of work. However, it was later discovered that wasn't all he produced. On the contrary, he was also responsible for a number of counterfeit pieces. The one who hired him sought to profit through ill means thanks to his work, and so he created such counterfeits under the noble's instructions. One day, however, Y suddenly left the noble's service. The reason remains unknown. And this is where his tragedy begins. Immediately after leaving his client behind, Y received a terrible piece of news. His lover, the daughter of a respected family, had been killed in a traffic accident. While there is no evidence to prove as much, it is rumored that the noble may have had a hand in her death. Y was only spotted once more at his lover's grave, before forever disappearing from the public eye. To those who knew his story, he became known as the truly tragic artist. Several years later, the noble was murdered. Thoughts. The story of Y still has several unsolved mysteries surrounding it, and has invited much speculation, both of which have likely led to the theory that he and Phantom Thief B are one and the same. Those aren't the only reasons, naturally. Phantom Thief B has been known at times to try and dispose of counterfeits, believing them to be false beauty. This has led some to believe that Phantom Thief B may be attempting to rid the world of counterfeits that he himself created. Lending further credibility to this is the discovery that the forgeries disposed to Phantom Thief B were indeed the works of Y. Theory 3. Skilled Martial Artist Zed. Zin, no! Zed's personal history. The story of Zed is significantly different from the other two potential identities we have proposed here, making this an unusual, but still plausible possibility. Zed was born in the Far East as the son of a famed military family. He was an attractive, delicately built young man, but he was far more skilled at martial arts than his frame would have suggested, being blessed with great natural talent. He is also said to have possessed a keen, sharp mind, and there was a mild air of arrogance about him too. Zed was indeed blessed in nearly every way. He came from an important family, he had skill, he had looks, and as a result he came to feel bored with the world around him. He hardly kept such thoughts to himself. In fact, he often voiced his complaints to anyone within earshot. These complaints persisted until one day, he simply disappeared, telling no one where he was going, and leaving nothing to suggest his next destination. Thoughts. Much of this theory is based on the idea of geniuses being eccentric by nature. There are some who say the fighting style of Zed has some resemblance to the peculiar skills used by Phantom Thief B. But in terms of credibility, this theory is barely a cut above many other similarly unusual suggestions. Still, the idea that the man beneath the mask is one from the East is certainly an interesting and exciting one, leading many to wish it were true, even if they find themselves doubting it actually is. that brings us to the end of outlining 3 very different theories. Could X, Y, or Z be the true identity of our famed Phantom Thief? Or is the truth perhaps something else entirely? The only way we will know for sure is to hear the truth from the man himself. Of course, whether we can trust anything he says is a discussion for another time. Postscript. After this article was first published, we received a card believed to be from Phantom Thief B himself at our office. The contents of this card are as follows. The truth of my identity is already within your grasp. My number reveals all. Judging by this, it is believed that that one of the 3 theories proposed is the true identity of Phantom Thief B. That said, uncovering the meaning behind his words has proven to be a trying task. Will one valued reader be able to step forward and solve what we cannot? Only time will tell. Side story. Phantom Thief B report finished. Phantom Thief's number is 9, the Wheel of Fortune. Whether that means anything is, well, who can say? Who can say? In any case, that's all the backtracking we needed to do today. How is our stream coming along here? Yeah, sure, let us fight the boss here, and then we'll call it. We'll call it an episode after that. Because there's still, plenty more to do in this, chapter. It's a fairly lengthy one, so I figure I at least get to a halfway point of sorts. Looks like this area is just a straight shot through. Yep. Gives me a stone monument at the end here. So we'll restore up our health. Check our map properly. Alright then. Who's our boss for today? Huh? That's strange. I was figuring the next battle would be in this room, but there's no one here. Weird. This is the top floor though, right? Not technically. There's an area for landing airships on the rooftop. We'd probably better check there too, just in case. Well... not like I'm missing anything in this little room here. I guess they're really on the roof. You certainly took your time. Yep, we're fighting Kilika. Uh-oh. I knew it was you. It's good to be reunited with so many bracers from Liberl in one place. I hope you've been doing well since I left for the Republic. Oh, does nothing faze you? Now, right down to business, Kevin. I take it you understand the situation without me needing to explain it? I think so. I assume you're the second Guardian, Philip being the first. We'll need to defeat you in order to advance to the next area. Correct. I can't say that I'm fond of having to fight in an old Ouroboros space of all things. Oh well, I suppose it will have to do this time. Those are chakrams. Watch out, guys. Those are really deadly as throwing weapons. They can be used as more than simple throwing weapons. As the second Guardian, I, Kilika Roran, master-level student of the Taito School, will serve as your opponent. Bring it on! She'll be quite a formidable foe. Let's do this! I'll give this all I got. Well, let's just try to max out our damage. Why not, right?
O heavenly servants of the goddess. Come down and purify this blackened earth. Thy will shall be light. And if thou art truly Septian guardians, grant me strength.
God damn. Alright, we got them nice and softened up.
Let's begin.
Ooh, spicy. It's a decent S-craft, that's for sure. Luckily, it's nothing we can't handle. Damn straight you should have trained harder. And there we go. Mission complete.
Oh yeah!
Wasn't a very hard fight at all. And we got a gold gem and an EP charge 3 for our trouble. Pretty nice. Oh dear, it seems taking a break on my training has finally caught up with me. I thought I was sure to win if I didn't hold back, but I've overestimated my own abilities. I wouldn't be so sure of that. You really gave us one crazy fight. That's what you're like after a break. I dread to think what kind of monster you were at your peak. You were every bit as tough as I figured you'd be. You fought spectacularly. Well, the time to say our goodbyes has come. With my defeat, you're now halfway through the trials of the 6th plane. Just be sure not to let your guards down. I'm sure the greatest challenges are very much still to come. Farewell. Let us meet again one day. And by doing so, we've opened up the red monument. She's just as merciless a fighter as she is a guild receptionist. That was my first time fighting her, but I can only hope it's the last. Hard to believe that wasn't even the real Kilika. Anyway, we should be able to enter the next area now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. Let's say we go back to the garden before we keep going. With pleasure. I'm starving. Oh, Rias. At least you have your priorities straight. In any case, with Kilika beaten here, I think this is a good point to stop the episode. I'd like to thank everyone who decided to show up today. I know we didn't have much activity on Twitch, but I did see a few people pop in and out today, so thank you very much for at least showing your heads in. Even if you didn't say hi, I appreciate you coming in and checking it out. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps us out. And consider subscribing to my Patreon, because it's really cool, and every little bit of money helps me out. Do it. Do it. Do it. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. You do what you want. It's a free country, depending on where you live. Okay, it's not. It's not really a free country, but you technically have free will, and since you technically have free will, you should use it for, you know, giving me money. That argument sounded better in my head, but I'm really tired. And, yeah, now I'm rambling, so, you know what? Ignore the last little bit of this video. I'm just kind of talking to myself. In any case, I'm Logic Blade. Thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you next time as we, hopefully finish off the second half of Chapter 6. Or either that or do, like, a bajillion doors, because there are, seriously, so many goddamn doors in this game. Like, hold on, I'm gonna pull up my doors, just, show you what I mean. We've still got Star Door 10 to do, Sun Door 2, Sun Door 4 Part 2. You know, we've got lots on the old plate here. But yeah, leaving now. Bye. Go subscribe. Do it.